हेलो सर।
हेलो,
मैं कंपनी से बात कर रही हूँ।
यस बताइए।
आप हमारे एक इनाम के विजेता हैं। आपके फोन पर एक OTP आया है, वो आप शेयर कर दीजिए।
Yes, you heard it right. So there was fraud by phishing, fraud by email, fraud by phone, fraud by missed call, fraud by SMS. And now, have you received a WhatsApp call from an unknown international number? It seems that this is the latest fraud to hit the market, to affect the people. Now, what exactly is happening? You see, this is a scam via international WhatsApp calls, and usually people are getting WhatsApp video and audio calls from numbers which have an extension called +62, that is supposedly from Indonesia. There is a reason why I'm using the word supposedly, you will soon know. +84 Vietnam, +55 that is Brazil, +27 that is South Africa, and +223 that is Mali. So there is a very high chance. All you have to do is just pick up your phone, open your WhatsApp, go to the call section and scroll, and you will notice, if you have not already, that you would have received a call from some of these international numbers beginning with these country codes. It is highly likely that you have received these codes. Our colleague Tanishq had also received such calls. He files this report.
So these are some of the numbers that I was able to block. I was receiving constant messages every day from a new number, and these are some of the messages I was able to block. Here, if you see this random number with a different international code, here it says, "Hello, my name is Ali. May I take a few minutes of your time?" I immediately know it's a scam, it's a fraud. I blocked it. If I show another number, "Hello, my name is Asha. May I take a few minutes of your time?" Similar number, similar message from two different numbers. Similar kinds of messages I received. Now, if I see in one of the chats, if I show you, "Hi, see, hello Tanishq Punjabi. I don't know how they know my name. Also, can I take few minutes of your time?" I say, "Hi, who's this?" "Hello, I do. I'm from a company's name." I said, "No, thanks." Then also there's a long message where I briefly introduce you to you and your work process, our company, this, that, and it goes on and on and on, and I say no thanks, and then I finally block the number. Again, an international number. So I keep on getting this, and it's just a few of the numbers I was able to block. It was just in my human capacity to block it.
So it's humanly impossible to block so many numbers, and that was the problem that we were facing with pesky calls or spam calls. But you had Truecaller for it, so you knew. Truecaller could help you detect that whether a number is a spam or not. But how does Truecaller work on WhatsApp? Every one of us, all of us use WhatsApp. And if these pesky calls begin on WhatsApp and fraud calls begin on WhatsApp, then there is a serious problem. Now, what exactly are these scammers doing on WhatsApp? They are calling or going for international calls using international numbers. Now, there is a view, either these calls are from an international location, from those country codes that I shared with you, or they are possibly routed using Voice over Internet Protocol, or VoIP. This call is usually followed up with an offer to make money. So people are lured. So you will take the call, they will say, "Do you want to make money?" Some of them will fall for this trap. And then money is transferred also. Like in some cases, just to win your trust, some money is going to be transferred where they will offer money against liking some social media content. That here are some videos. If you just press the like button, do it for 3 or 4 times, and you will get X amount. And then that X amount gets transferred also. But to transfer that amount, they ask for your bank details. And the moment you give that bank detail, to win your trust, that amount is also transferred from a genuine company. following all the rules. The money is transferred directly into your bank account of all those who are participating, and that's where the scam begins, is what we have learned from experts. Then, under the pretext of a larger transaction that you will get X plus 10 or 10x amount, people are asked to give more details of their accounts, and that's where, instead of crediting more money, fraudsters take out the money from people's accounts. So this is the latest scam that we have learnt of. Of course, there can be other modus operandi also, but this is what we have learnt. Now, what do you do? In WhatsApp, what do you do? So WhatsApp has advised users that you block and report suspicious accounts immediately. So if there is a problem, you notice a strange number, don't call back on that number, you block and then you report. WhatsApp users, at the core of what we do, this is a statement from them, efforts are on to empower users with tools to safeguard themselves. WhatsApp is an industry leader in preventing abuse, have made a product investments for safety of users. But what WhatsApp does not tell you is that what if there is a genuine call? Now, the statement that WhatsApp has made, it makes it appear as if all international numbers must be blocked and reported. You can't do that. So then what do you do? This is WhatsApp's own report, monthly report, March 2023. So in the month of March, from 1st of March to 31st of March 2023, WhatsApp by its own admission claims that 47,15,906 accounts were connected to fake calls and they were blocked. Now these were either user-generated blockings or initiated by WhatsApp. 16,59,385 accounts were blocked even before the complaint was lodged. So WhatsApp claims that they detected these many numbers in the month of March alone. Now let's quickly tell you, where does Truecaller come into the picture? Truecaller is one more app. We all use it on the phone to detect whether a number is fake or who is calling. So according to a Truecaller report of 2021, every Indian user receives 17 spam calls on an average. So chances are that every day you are picking up 17 calls and then hanging up in anger. India is 9th on the list of nations affected by spam calls in 2020, and this is not an achievement to be proud of. India is now 4th on the list of nations affected by spam calls in the year 2021. We do not have the data for 2022, otherwise we would have shared it with you. Now Truecaller says that it will make caller ID service available to WhatsApp as well. So just like you get this service for your normal call, you may get it for WhatsApp as well. This service is to help users spot potential spam calls. This feature is in beta phase. It will be rolled out globally in the month of May, which means possibly a tie-up between WhatsApp as well as Truecaller. By the way, out of 5 users of WhatsApp, 1 is an Indian. So do understand the importance and significance of WhatsApp users and why fraudsters immediately jump to WhatsApp. Because there is a huge audience, there is a huge catchment area for them. Now let's also tell you the latest from a Local Circles report. This is a company which conducts surveys. They say that 95% WhatsApp users receive a suspicious message every day. Now this survey was conducted on about 50,000 people in 350 districts of the country, and they came out with this finding that 95% of WhatsApp users receive a suspicious message every day. So in a situation like this, how do you differentiate between a real message and a fake message? We can only alert people, make them more aware. But this, there is a next fraud waiting to happen. Ritesh Bhatia is the founding director of V4Web Cybersecurity. Ritesh, my first question to you is, it's all right for us to be aware and sharp and vigilant. But the point is, there will be a new fraud every day. There will be a new problem every day. In a situation like this, what can one expect from the government in terms of laws? Where is their accountability?
Sangeet, a very, very valid point, because if you see what really made them come on to WhatsApp would be that, the government has been like kind of monitoring the SMSs and all those promotional messages which have been coming. So that was like a kind of a dead end for them. But then what these guys started doing, they started coming on WhatsApp. Now, even on WhatsApp, if you see what was happening, initially the messages were coming. Okay, but many people weren't responding because these were just, they were sending messages across to several people, but whether they were being read, not read, certain numbers would not be even on WhatsApp. So they started making a WhatsApp call. Now the idea was that when you make a WhatsApp call, I will either message you, hey, who are you? Or I will call you back. In either cases, so now this gives them a confirmation as such that this number is working. Like I tried it, whenever I got the calls, the moment I would call them back or message, I would immediately get a message saying, would you be interested in doing this particular thing? Coming to the government part of it, I think no lessons have been learned. Earlier also, we've lost so much of money in the loan app scams. And now we are seeing, since night, yesterday when we were on a show together, you and I on the Hindi one, since then, at least I've got 3 people coming and telling me that we've lost 18 lakhs, somebody lost 21 lakhs, and somebody lost 7 lakhs also. So while awareness is at one level, but what other actions can be taken by WhatsApp, by these intermediaries, by the government also? A lot needs to be done. Now the thing is, the WhatsApp will say, look, it's end-to-end encrypted, so we cannot read it and other kind of things. Or it will just say, report to us. When you report to them, like yesterday you told us, that how many numbers they have blocked. But a lot more needs to be done. Somewhere I feel WhatsApp is also going to use the excuse of that, listen, ours is an end-to-end encrypted platform, so we don't know the content of the message that's coming.
Yeah, Ritesh, now see, the modus operandi here, as you also mentioned and we have also learned, was to make a small payment to win the trust. Now, these numbers may be from different countries, but the point is, when a bank payment is being made, obviously, there is a very easy way to track where is this payment coming from. So, if the government wants, we can reach the fraudster or the companies facilitating the fraudster.
Absolutely. So if you see over here, maybe these calls are being originated from these, what we call as the call farms, the bot farms as such. Maybe they are originating from there. Okay. But ultimately, how is the payment reaching to me? Like when I have been interacting with these scamsters and I would give them my bank account, I would get the money, the 150 rupees within like 5 minutes. It is coming via IMPS. What is happening over here? The money that's coming is being given by these fintech companies. So these are called as the payout companies. Their job is to do these payouts. So they will do this for a variety of companies. These are all legitimate companies. So for example, there are companies where you play these fantasy games. So, you won 10 rupees, 30 rupees, 300 rupees. So these are the companies who will do the payout and then they will manage it. So the same way, what has happened over here, these people have opened certain shell companies. These shell companies have approached these fintech companies, the payout companies, and these payout companies are making these small payments. And again, when the victim who's there, who's also making the payment, is making a payment to an Indian company, to an Indian bank as such. So everywhere, yes, a lot can be done, especially I would say at the payout companies, because you're seeing a spike of one particular figure, which is 150. So when you see such a continuous spike, you can definitely, the fintech company as well as the cops and the government can completely intervene, find out who these guys are and can at least put a halt to this.
Interesting point that you're making. While we make people aware not to fall for this trap, at the same time, there is an expectation of the government to be able to track. And we do have a provision now, as Ritesh is mentioning, to be able to track. Thank you very much for joining us. Short break, be right back.